Hey, what's going on, Vikings fans? It's Skol side back again with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about two signings that the Minnesota Vikings just recently made over the past 3 days. And I believe these two signings are very key for the upcoming season. Now, before I get in and tell you who these players are, both these players are not going to make or break our season. These are very low-key signings that nobody's really going to talk about until they actually produce on the football field. However, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about them, and I'm going to explain why I think these guys both have potential to make impact on this football team in this upcoming season. Now, the first guy we signed is Tajae Sharpe. Now, Tajae Sharpe is a fourth-year receiver out of UMass. That's where he went to college. And he was originally selected by the Titans at 140th overall pick in 2016. Now, he's been his first 4 seasons with the Tennessee Titans, but he missed most of 2017 with a foot injury. Now, Tajae Sharpe started 6 games. 6 out of 15 games he played for the Titans in 2019, and he had roughly 25 catches, 330 yards, and a career high 4 touchdowns. Now, I kind of like these numbers because it seems as the games he started, he produced. I mean, if you take the 6 games that he started as like the number 2 guy behind A.J. Brown, I mean, in 4 of them, he had touchdowns. So, I mean, I feel like that's him producing when he gets his chance. And I believe when he comes to Minnesota, he will have that chance, even if we go and we draft a receiver early. Because under Zimmer, rookies have never really came in and made significant impact. They've always kind of like been put, like for the first couple weeks, been put behind a vet or a guy who's been there, and then slowly earn their way to more reps. And I believe Tajae Sharpe's going to have a chance in the first couple weeks to earn his spot. Now, he's a very prototypical wide receiver. He's big. He's got long arms. He's not overly fast. He's not overly tall. He's not overly strong. He is solid. And I think with Minnesota, it's a very similar system that they had in Tennessee, where it's play action, hit you deep, and honestly, I feel like he's going to be a guy who's going to – I can call him for about 7 touchdowns this year. I think he's going to have a really solid season with the Vikings. And I remember it was probably like 3 years ago, probably his like second year. I remember – or no. It was his rookie year, and he made his debut versus the Vikings, and he had like 76 yards. And I was like, I'm going to pick this guy up on fantasy. And I remember I kept watching him, and it seemed he was a big play guy. And it seemed like whenever there was a long third down for that Titans team, he was the guy they went to. And it seemed like they had a lot of trust in him. And it kind of seemed like he was projected to be a stud, actually. I thought he was going to be good. I thought Tajae Sharpe is a name we were going to know around the league. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But then again, this is a new team. This is a new start. This is everything for him. And I believe he's hungry. He's going to want to go and make impact and be that guy. He's going to want to be Diggs' replacement. I believe that's who he is, and I believe that's what he wants to be. And I believe that's a huge impact on how players produce in the NFL, is the system that they're in and if they want to be there or not. And the Vikings are giving him a huge chance to come in and be a replacement. Now, I'm not saying Tajae Sharpe's going to go for 1,010 like Diggs would, but I believe if he plays to his potential, he could be damn near that. And he could really benefit from guys like Kirk, Dalvin, and Thielen as him just kind of fitting in. Because we also forget Irv is going to have a breakout year. And all of these players are going to step up. And I believe he will also produce this season. Anyways, I'm really excited to see him play. Again, this could just be a fluky signing and he could end up not producing at all. But, however, me watching the film and me watching some of his highlights, I'm very optimistic about this signing. I'm not going to say he's going to make or break the Vikings season, but I do think he will make impact. And then I think this will be a sign we'll be looking back in probably late December, early January and be like, damn, I'm happy Tajae Sharpe is Minnesota Vikings. Now, the other guy that we signed is Anthony Zetto. Anthony Zetto is a former Lion, and he was recently on the 49ers last year during the Super Bowl run. Now, Anthony Zetto is listed at 6'4", 275 pounds. And Anthony Zetto, I don't know if you Vikings fans can remember, but back in 2017, during that crazy year, he had a multiple sack game against us. And he I remember watching him. I was like, this dude is a beast. In that game, he had 16 pass rush snaps. He had 2 sacks, 1 hit, and 3 hurries. And he comes from Penn State, and everyone from Penn State has dog. Everyone from Penn State wants to be that guy. They want to get after it. They want to just play football. Also, he's an all-around athlete. As I was looking into Anthony Zetto, he was first-team All-State his senior year in basketball, baseball, track and field, and on top of football, which is insane. So he's a 4-sport all-state athlete. So he's just an athlete, and that's what you want on defense. You want these guys to get after it. Anyways, I'm not as big on the signing as I am on the Tajay Sharp signing, but I believe this is a guy who could be in a rotation and come in and make plays, and that's what the Vikings are starting to bring in. Now, overall, with these 2 signings, I'm not saying that these signings are going to make or break the Vikings season. If both these signings flop, I'm not saying that the Vikings are going to be terrible. And if both these signings pop off, I believe this will contribute to 2 or 3 more wins this year. However, I think the most important part about bringing these 2 players in is that last year they came from winning organizations. The Titans, deep playoff run. The 49ers, even though Anthony Zetto barely played, they made the Super Bowl. It's about winning culture that we're bringing in. We're not bringing in guys from the Bengals or Browns. We're bringing in guys from the 49ers and Titans. Very good organizations, very well-coached teams. Anyways, I'm really excited for both these signings. I know they're very minuscule signings, but I just can't wait to see them wear the purple and gold every Sunday and see them really just get after it on the football field. Anyways, thank you for listening and watching, you guys. I appreciate all the support of the channel, and it would mean a ton if you guys subscribed, like, and honestly, I would love to hear back from you guys and let me know what you think. Anyways, have a great day, and I will see you guys soon.